know who goes before me. I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side.
Hey friends, it's great to have you here at Living Faith Midweek Devotions. Today we're concluding a 4-week series called Supernatural. We started talking about angels, then demons, then the supernatural battles, and now we're actually talking about the supernatural victory. The spiritual victory that Christ has already won for us plays right off of the battles that are going on, and so also is the war behind the scenes. We're going to turn to Revelation chapter 12 for our study this morning and for our meditation. You got to remember that Revelation is written in figurative language, so it's not always, everything doesn't need to be defined exactly what it is, but here in Revelation 12 we have a pretty clear picture of what a few of the things are, so we're going to define those. But then all the details, don't get caught up in all those. Focus on the big picture of what the vision God gave John is meant to mean. Revelation chapter 12. We'll read through the whole thing. A great sign appeared in heaven. A woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven. An enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on its heads. Its tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter, and her child was snatched up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the wilderness to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. Then I heard a loud voice in heaven say, "Now have come the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Messiah. For the accuser of our brothers and sisters, who accuses them before our God day and night, has been hurled down. They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury, because he knows that his time is short." When the dragon saw that he had been hurled to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child. The woman was given the 2 wings of a great eagle, so that she might fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness, where she would be taken care of for a time, times and a half a time, out of the serpent's reach. Then from his mouth the serpent spewed water like a river, to overtake the woman and sweep her away with the torrent. But the earth helped the woman by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that the dragon had spewed out of his mouth. Then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to wage war against the rest of her offspring, those who keep God's commands and hold fast to their testimony about Jesus. Wow. You understand what's going on here? First of all, we need to understand who the woman is. The woman is the church. And the offspring of the woman, the offspring of the church, are all the New Testament believers. That's us. We are the offspring. Who's the dragon? Well, God reveals that to John. It's the devil. It's Satan. Satan and his evil angels that followed him, they were cast down, hurled down, as you can see. What is the 1,260 days? Well, it's 3.5 years, which is half of a complete time, 7, the complete number. So that means it's the period that's before completion, the time that we are in now, the end times, the last days before Jesus comes to take us up to be with him. So what's happening in all of this? Satan, who's on a chain, just like his demons, they're all on a chain from hell. They can reach us, but they cannot reach heaven, are waging war against the angels, but they're also waging war for our souls, trying to take us from Jesus. Is that possible? Faith can be lost. But also we need to recognize the victory has already been won. That's why Satan was cast down. And he not only was cast down, but when Jesus died on the cross, he crushed the serpent's head just like God promised way back in Genesis 3:15. Jesus, the offspring of the woman, came to crush the serpent's head. He is the one, ultimately, who has won the victory. The victory has already been won, but the outcome of that victory is still not fully lived out for us until Jesus returns again. So, dear friends, remember, Satan, the devil, sin, the world are all working on you every day. It may seem that they're winning, but Christ has already won. Dear friend, you know that Christ has won. Live in that hope and that eternal hope that he won for you. You just don't experience it fully yet. But you know that he and his power is all on your side. With Christ in you, dwelling in you as he does by faith, you have the power to overthrow Satan. Because Christ already has. He's already won the victory for you. And that victory will be played out when he calls you to be with him in heaven again forever. He's got a mansion, a room in his mansion prepared for you to be with him forever. The blood of the Lamb is your victory. Jesus has won. May that wonderful promise, that wonderful truth, the gospel of Jesus, be with you every day. As you stand firm in the gospel, stand firm in that truth, and know that you can stand up against the devil's schemes and all the battles waging around you, because Jesus has won. God be with you, dear friends.
I know who goes before me. I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always by my side.